All right, YouTubers, welcome back. My name's Dave, like always, and you found do it yourself, do it right. Well, got my Ford hat on, and my sweatshirt on. I don't have my shirt on underneath, but for some of you guys know what that means, and you know, you can tell what my video is going to be about when you know, the hat or the shirt that I'm wearing. And today I'm wearing the hat and standing in front of the old 55. And for those of you that's really been paying attention to the channel, you guys know that I'm devoting all my time and effort and sanity to this car here. It was my father's. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us. He left it to me. And my goal, my mission for this fall, this winter, and maybe into the springtime, who knows. But my mission is to get this car back roadworthy so I could jump in it, take it to shows, not have to worry about it breaking down, you know, trying to get her reliable. So that's what I'm doing. Today's video, a couple of easy projects actually. Got a mirror that's you know, busticated, and then I'm going to change that one out, and I got a new one for the other side, so they, you know, so they match. And then I'm going to dive back underneath the hood, and we're gonna change the valve covers. Got the new gaskets in, and we're gonna try to pretty that up just a little bit more. If you guys missed the video about the wiring under the hood, you know, link to that around my head. You know, that made a pretty big difference, and hopefully these valve covers will make it pop a little bit. So without further ado, let's get to work. All right, so before we get working on the car, I wanted to show you the parts. My father, the pack rat that he was, some say that he was a hoarder, but whatever. He acquired these valve covers from I don't know where, but they're pretty nice, and you know, there they are. Got the nice little Ford sticker on them, you know, the V8. And then of course I got a new set of gaskets over here, and I got the new rubbers to go here. So you know, I did a little bit of prep work, put some Vaseline on here so they'll just pop right up in there, create a nice seal. I'm going to reuse the nuts and the studs that are on there already, you know, trying to save a little bit of money, you know, so I don't hurt the pocket, hurt the bank account too much. And then you know, here are the new mirrors that I got in. They're, you know, obviously repops, but you know, they'll work. They're pretty. There you go. Got them. There's the part number, if you guys really need the part number. I believe the 55 is 1 year specific mirrors. 56s are a little different. They're more squared off. I believe they're not such a teardrop. Come back to a point. So I'm going to work on these valve covers first, and then we'll finish it off and put the pretty new mirrors on. So this job is pretty easy. You're probably only going to need 2 tools. For me, 1/2-inch wrench to get these off. And all these do is you know, they just screw off, and then the studs. And I also got a mallet just in case it wants to stick on there. Now I've had these valve covers off a couple of times. I've had to do some valve lash adjustments to the old girl. She was you know, she started ticking pretty good, you know, just a while back, and I realized that whoever rebuilt the engine, they didn't set the valve lash, so I had to go back and do that whole process, turn the engine over, get the valve, set the lash, yada yada yada. You get the point. But taking these valve covers off is pretty dang easy. So let's go ahead and knock that out. And like I said, it's just easy, you know, unscrew them, take them off. Now I am going to have to reuse these washers up top here. I thought I ordered the set with the new nuts and washers, but apparently I just ordered the rubbers. So we're gonna have to reuse those. And you know, just like that. This one's off. Set her up top so we don't lose it. That one's long-winded. That one's off. And we'll see if we can. Yeah, she's. There it goes. And just like that, your valve cover is off. You know, like I said, pretty dang easy getting this thing off. I am gonna have to pry that out, and I'm probably gonna polish it up a little bit, make it look a little bit better, but I'm not gonna bore you with that. You know, I'm just gonna do it. So I know more than likely most of you guys that are watching these videos on the old Ford, you know, you guys are mostly old timers or my generation, and you know, you like to wrench on your car. So I'm not gonna sit here and preach, but you know, I always like to make sure that I wipe everything down, make sure everything's nice and clean before I go and put anything back in or on, back together. I also like to go through and, you know, put my fingers on everything, make sure that something's not obviously loose or whatnot, you know, coming apart, because I'd really hate to you know, be in here, have the chance of you know, finding something wrong. You do a little preventative maintenance, make sure you're, you know, if they're able to, your valves are able to move, make sure you don't have a huge valve lash. And then, you know, I took and cleaned up my washers, and I got my valve covers. Now I thought that the rubbers went the other way, went up in there, but actually they go down on there, and then that washer goes on top, and you basically squish that rubber all the way down in there. So, you know, that's how it goes back together. Before I do that, I'm going to put a little bit of RTV around the bottom side to hold the new the new gasket on, valve cover gasket, so so it doesn't want to fall all over the place when I'm trying to put it back, put the new valve cover on, I should say. So for those of you that are wondering what I used, yeah, I just put a nice little bead around the inside, put the new gasket on there, put a nice little bead around the edge again, and for what I'm using is it's called Mega Black. It's a OEM high temperature silicone gasket maker for you know, gasoline and oil. And you know, like I said, just a nice light little bead around. You don't have to gob it on there. You know, the rubber or the cork is going to seal it up. You don't have to put a ton, just enough to, you know, just enough to make it sticky, enough to keep the gasket in place, and then a little bit of extra seal around the edge. So I should also mention that make sure you clean out the inside of your valve cover gasket, or your valve covers, not just your gasket, but your whole valve cover assembly. And here we go. Let's get her down into place. Oh yeah. Now the rubbers, there's a little nipple. The rubber nipple has to go into the valve cover, like so. The little nipple lines it up. That one doesn't want to line up very well. And then our washers. Now on my washer there's a shiny side and then there's a not so shiny side, so I'm going to put the shiny side out, obviously. And then we're going to put the old nuts back on. Ooh, made it all the way to the ground. Now being that these are new rubbers, it's hard to get these nuts started because that new rubber is not squished down. So I'm gonna have to squish that rubber a little bit, get the nut started. And now the wrench is gonna have to do all the work. I think I'm gonna go get a socket so I can just sit here and, you know, do this kind of motion rather than with just a regular wrench. So I'm just gonna wrench it down, you know, by German torque, and that's good and tight. And make sure you do, you know, I'm gonna try to make sure I get it down evenly. Do like 5, and then 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're squishing that rubber pretty good. I mean, they're on there. We're just squishing rubber at this point. There you go, all the way tight. And there you have it. It's all the way tight. Got some Vaseline on the nice chrome from the rubber. Now this is only one side, and let me tell you, if you guys don't think this looks better, well then I don't think I can help you. Look at that. Look how pretty those valve covers look, or that valve cover looks. Man, looking pretty sharp, I must say, right there. And then, you know, obviously the other side is just the same. So that was you know, that was pretty easy, and it does a really nice, you know, it looks really nice. Those you know, I've never seen the chrome valve covers on this car. That's probably why my father, if I could get a good shot of it without the sun, that's probably why my father bought them and you know, stashed them away. Because his car's always had black valve covers on it. Now I don't know if you know, the black valve covers are standard, but that chrome definitely makes it pop a little bit more underneath the hood. I did notice something that I want to now fix, make better, make look better, anyways, and that's the little bracket that holds the coil. It's kind of rusty, kind of ugly looking, but that's, you know, another project for a later time. Right now I'm gonna shift gears, and we're gonna take these two mirrors off and put the two on. Now, you know, if you can't take out 2 screws to replace your mirrors, you know, this might be the wrong channel for you. Or it might be the right one, because I'm going to show you. You know, I'm going to show you how to do it. And, you know, 2 screws. Put the new gasket down, because I did get new gaskets for the mirrors, because the old ones were kind of ratty. So I just got 2 new ones, and we're going to put the 2 new mirrors on. All right, folks. So the nice thing about these mirrors are that they're not side specific. So you can grab one, put it on any old which side. I do recommend a nice long cross tip, you know, so you can reach down in here when the mirror, because the mirror will be in the way. This one's just busticated. So, you know, it's you know, it's a hard job. Somebody's got to do it though. You know, take 2 screws out. Now you, if you're one of those guys that like to use a drill, you know, plan on stripping your screw when you put it in, because there's really not much that holds it. So, you know, take that for what it is. You want to use your drill or not. So, like I said, that's it. It's off. 2 screws. We're gonna peel this guy off. Look at that. Looks like it had some other holes in here at one point. Maybe it had some other mirrors on there. I'm not exactly sure. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get my cleaner, clean this up just a little bit. Now this spray away glass cleaner, it works great on cleaning everything. So I'm just gonna spray some on my terry rag here. See if we can get some of that dark dirt stuff off. Good enough for government work. Get our new pad and our nice new mirror. That's not the same. Well, ain't that a son of a gun? Let me show you. Well, I don't know if I got a defective mirror. Maybe. See that? Screw hole. There's not an opening. And then there's this one where it is open. You see me? See me through there? So, I don't know if I should open that up or not. I'm gonna go take a look-see at the other mirror, see if that one's open or not. Alright, so, you know, the easy things, well, the things you think are gonna be easy turn out to be not so easy. And, you know, it's one thing after another with these mirrors. So, apparently you have to drill out this hole. So, that's what I did. I back drilled it. And then, you know, I'm looking at the new little gaskets that I ordered, and well, you know, holes don't line up there either. So these were a waste of you know, what, $2 each. So note to you guys, don't buy these. Here, you know, use the ones that's already on the car. So after all that fun rigmarole, I'm going to finally throw this mirror on. Get that one started. Get this other one started. Maybe someday. And both started. Tight. This is where the long screwdriver comes into play, because this mirror is in the way. Or I guess you could have a small little ratchety one underneath there. And boom, new mirror for the passenger side, which you really can't see them out of anyways. But yeah, there it is. At least it's got 2 mirrors. Wipe some of the fingerprints off from it. And I'll let you guys take a good look. She's you know, she's much nicer than the old one. I don't know if these old ones were original, but you can definitely tell, you know, they're pretty old. They're pitted. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, they're pretty pitted. I just was gonna go ahead and replace them anyways. You know, I told my girlfriend, you know, not to worry about breaking that too much, because they need to be replaced anyways. So we're just gonna go ahead and knock out the other side, and you know, another 2 screws, and you know, drill later, and maybe I can get that one mounted as well. All right, folks, so there you have it. 2 more things knocked off the list, and you know, I added 1 more, and I think that's gonna happen with this car. When I get working on something, I'm gonna see something else that I want to fix or pretty up or clean up or whatever. So that's it's gonna do it for this video. You know, quick, fast, and in a hurry. Now if you're doing this and not videoing like I am, you could have this done in 15, 20, 30 minutes. Both of the mirrors and both of those valve covers not a hard task, but they do make the car look that much better. So you know, like you guys do at the end of all my videos, like, tag, share, follow, subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you guys are one of the old timers following along that I've been, you know, gathering up from Facebook and some of the groups, you know, you got to hit that notification bell so you can see when the next video of this car getting worked on. Like I said, I'm devoting all my time, energy, money, savings account, sanity, free time, you know, it's all going into this car. There's you know, there's some more really in-depth stuff coming up, probably more along the lines of December, January, when there's not much to do and I can get in the garage. I got suspension work to do, I got bushings, I got bearings, I got a whole front end basically rebuild kit. I already put the sway bar on before, because the car, you go down the road and boy, it was, you know, whoosh, she was all over the place. So, you know, I got a lot more in-depth stuff, not just this pretty up easy stuff coming along. So like I said already, like you guys do at the end of all my videos, like, tag, share, follow, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and till next time, thanks a lot.